Welcome to the first long form version of the Midwest Sad Boy podcast, where two boys from the Midwest get sad.
Well, we don't always get sad, but sometimes we are sad, and it's okay to be sad sometimes.
Yeah, just a splash of depression.
Meh.
Yeah. Anyway, I have the best topic because if you've ever watched any of our TikTok videos, you'll admit I'm not the best at coming up with topics for the show. I'm just not. I usually come to the table very empty-handed.
Not even half-cocked.
No, not even. Like, empty bag, got nothing. But today...
I wouldn't... No one else knows that, but just the two of us, but now everybody else knows it.
Everybody knows. That's fine. I don't even care. So, I got one for you.
Hit me. Don't actually hit me. You're very large.
Okay. Anyway, so I got a topic. Okay. So, guilty pleasure YouTube videos.
Dude.
What do you watch when you're like, I just want to like relax? Like what kind of videos do you watch?
It depends on my mood, but it's either this weird Korean food making show where there's no words. It's like food making ASMR. And they make different desserts, chocolate cakes, vanilla cakes with fruit in it. It gets weird. And the only audio is just like the sound the food makes when mixing it. And like when you hear them like mix in milk, it's like it gets a little sensual when they start making the icing.
So the ASMR stuff, that's for you. That's your
or it's oh man, 5 minutes ago I could answer this question. It's either the Korean cooking ASMR or I do like watching satisfying videos of people like perfect scooping like the kinetic sand. So just relax.
The people who do like the Zen garden thing where they just like and it just like perfectly lines up and just
it's like a braingasm when you're just like when it finishes. It's just so great.
Those are good.
Good braingasm.
The pressure washing ones.
Dude, the ones where they're weed whacking lawns. I sound like such a dad right now. Dude, when they get the weed and they just makes that perfect line and then they just like flick it, it's just chef's kiss.
Very satisfying.
What is yours?
So, I'm glad you asked.
Well, I mean, yes.
Yes. So, I've been watching competitive eating videos. Specifically,
hot dog kit.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So specifically, there's one YouTuber. The channel is Beard Meats Food, like MEATS food.
Beard Meats Food. Okay.
Yeah. So it's this dude from England, big beard, small.
Shout
dude,
out to the dude from England with the big
jacked.
beard.
But anyway, he goes around and does all these food competitions where, like, the videos are titled like, "This has been failed 500 times."
Oh, so it's like YouTube's version of Man vs. Food.
Remember that show on the Food Network? It's better because it's not like.
Oh, no. For those of you listening on Spotify or wherever our podcast is broadcast to, our camera just overheated.
Oh, no.
The camera literally said, bro, not today.
That's...
It's fucking hot outside.
So, I mean, there might not be video on this one. So, what the problem is, and I need to address it, my SD cards are too slow. So it's trying too hard. Anyway, no video on this one, guys. That's okay. You'll know because you won't see it. Anyway, continuing on competitive eating. So this guy, I mean, he doesn't even do like necessarily like competitive against other people. He basically
just himself.
Just like himself. So like he'll go around, he'll see like this challenge, and like I've never wanted like an English breakfast before, but now I really want an English breakfast.
Wait, you're saying that you want an English breakfast, or the guy would walk into the...
So, like, for example, he's done, like, many challenges where it's, like an English breakfast, but it's, like, 4 times the serving, and he eats it all.
Oh, okay. So it's like a... Okay, I get it now.
Right, but, like, watching these videos, I'm like, man, an English breakfast sounds kind of good.
Okay.
But, like, I don't like baked beans, and I also don't like... I've never had, like, black pudding or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I have literally no idea, but, like, watching him eat it, I'm like, dang, that sounds good. I could eat that.
What is black pudding?
I don't know. If anyone out there who knows what that is, let us know.
Well, first, hold on. Why does it have to be black?
That's just what color it is.
Interesting.
But anyway, watching these videos, I'm like, dang, I wonder if I could do that. Like, I kind of want to see if I could competitive eat, like if I could do those challenges where it's like, finish this in under an hour and it's free and you get a t-shirt.
I mean, there's this place down by Taylor's mom's that it was like that barbecue place that we went to.
Yeah.
The last time, they had like this challenge. You got 30 minutes to eat a really big like meat sort of brisket sandwich. And you had to drink this big drink, and it was like $50. And I was like, dude, like I'm hungry enough that I think I could
actually do it.
finish the actual meal, but I don't think I could finish it in time, and I contemplated it. I have also partaken in one of those challenges once, and I failed miserably. Back in actually, it was the day your band was supposed to open for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, canceling literally 20 minutes before the show.
Yeah. Morning of, they're like,
Unfortunate.
we're not going to do this. Oh, okay.
Because we liked that band, and then we didn't like that band for a valid
Still
reason.
One of my favorite shows that I played.
It was still a really
It
good
was
show.
still a really good show.
So anyhow, that day, my ex-girlfriend and her best friend, the three of us were coming to see your band. We went to the Melt in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I tried the Melt challenge, and I think her friend did too, but neither of us completed it. But I took the leftovers, and her friend took his leftovers. No. Nick's the leftover part. I don't remember the rest of that. Yeah. But we just left because we were going to your show. That's why we left. We didn't take our leftovers.
Got it.
That's what it
was. Because show. No one wants to take anything to work. Peabody's was, that's a dirty place.
Dog, could you just imagine me in the pit with like a grilled cheese sandwich just going?
Your food enters that building and there was instantly mold on it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Peabody's. Great shows. Kind of a dumpy building.
And that's why it's gone. But
dang.
Yeah, Anyway, I found out that there's some food challenges in Fayetteville.
Oh.
There's a pizza one.
Oh, man.
It's like a 32-inch pizza. We could totally do it.
Is it? How many people are you allowed to bring?
2.
Dude.
So
we
you
could
and me
do this.
Crushing a massive pizza? I could eat a lot of pizza.
Yeah, well, hold on. What style pizza is it?
I don't know what toppings are. I think it's like a 2-topping, probably like pepperoni sausage.
Okay, but if it's is it like the pizza that has like the super fluffy, like thick boy crust? What do they call it? Hand tossed?
I don't know.
Or is it New York style? Because
I would love a New York style pizza right now.
I feel like that's cheating though if you get the New York because it's just less bread.
Yeah, still, and those are big pizzas though.
Right, but if it's less bread. No, I'm thinking thin crust, but still, New York is still really thin sliced. Yeah.
But so and the ones that this guy does, like the New York style pizzas, he literally takes 2 the big pieces and folds them on top of each other and eats it like that. Like, what? That is technique. I'm all about
2 slices at once, man.
2 slices at once.
So it's kind of like a pizza sandwich, a pizza burger.
Oh my god! But I kind of want to try it, but it's like $70 for the pizza, and I don't know if you get your.
You probably don't get your money back, but maybe
you do. It's free, and you get $100.
Hold on, they'll pay you to eat a 36-inch pizza? Pizza?
I mean, I feel like I could do it. Like we could do it, but at the same time.
I mean, I've paid $35 for dumber stuff. Think about it, to eat a shit ton of pizza and just maybe win $100 doesn't sound like the worst time of my life.
The next 2 days after that will probably not be ideal.
My lactose intolerance can never. 2 days, my guy. It's like 30 minutes after the challenge is over. I better be on my way home or at home because it's about to get ugly.
Very, yeah. It's not going to be good.
No, for no one.
No, but so those are my guilty pleasure videos. I saw one of them, and then I started spiraling. So I'm making calls. I'm pausing in between when the phone's ringing and people answer, and I'm watching these videos of this guy. I probably watched 100 of his videos already.
Do you feel like you could take on a food challenge because you've learned something from this guy?
I mean, sure. I think I've learned some stuff by watching how he does it, but at the same time, I'm dang, I feel like I could do it. I I can eat a lot and I can eat pretty fast, but I don't know. Like I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess probably one of the most important techniques of the whole thing is the mental aspect of getting most of the food down before your stomach is like, bro, it's time to stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're aware, but there's a lot of stuff in here. I think we should stop.
I'm about to evacuate.
Well, that's what dude. Like he does
upwards.
He does like a lot of these. Like so he did a video, same thing, like 32-inch pizza or whatever. Him and a guy, and I think they got it done in like 16 minutes or something. But you have to do it fast. You're right, because like
once your stomach isn't full, it's over.
yeah, but they're like 8 pieces in like 3 minutes. Oh my god, it's wild to watch, but I love it.
I might have to start watching. Dude, okay. Strange YouTube rabbit hole I fell down. Somehow Megan and I ended up watching like that like American dog kennel like athletic competition. Have you ever seen any of those where they make the dogs do like the obstacle courses and shit?
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those.
And then we were watching one where it was like a 5-dog relay race where like two dogs would drag race down. They'd have to grab the ball off the little platform and then like go back. And I know I'm doing a lot of hand motions, so just imagine this with your eyeballs. They have to go back and then another dog goes. It's like a relay race, and the first team to get all 5 dogs down and back without faulting, because the way the spacing lines up, I figured out by watching enough of the rules. They had like a competition, and it was like $100,000 as like the winner. It was insane.
I can't even get my dog to like get a ball and bring it back to me right. Or like let go of a rope when playing tug of war. Like, and these people have like
trained,
like military style trained dogs to. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was another rabbit hole that Megan and I fell down once. We watched a lot of dog racing videos, which sounds super Michael Vick-ish, but like it was like the good kind of dog training, not bad dog training. Well, I hope. But those dogs were super fast, so like, and they weren't attacking each other, so I can't imagine they were trained to be angry.
You want to know a TV rabbit hole that me and Taylor fell into one time?
TV rabbit hole?
Yeah. When we had COVID in 2020, November, we watched Survivor.
Like the whole series?
I think we watched like almost 2 seasons of Survivor. And the whole time we're like, oh, we could do that. And Taylor's like, I could definitely do that. But like the bugs would drive me crazy. And she's right.
Yeah.
Like if it was like, hey, do these challenges, maybe lose a few pounds, your beard's going to grow a bit, and you might get to win some food prizes and maybe some money. I could do that, but like, hey, there's going to be like snakes and like spiders and mosquitoes, and you got to sleep on like leaves,
the ground,
and on the ground that you built a hut or a fort, like, and then you got to sleep next to people who also probably smell like hot balls, like you.
Jungle balls?
Yeah, jungle balls. That's the point where I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. And then like if there was one of those food challenges where it's like
eat grubs.
Yeah, you get no, like the ones where it's like you get to win a pizza party for your whole team.
Oh yeah, for your tribe. Like they would reward them with real people food.
Like, what is this, Best Buy?
Yo.
You got some credit card signed up so you get a pizza party. But anyway, like
Corey Berry is also the lead designer of NBC's Lifetime sitcoms.
Survivor. But like if we were on a team and we didn't win and the other team was eating pizza in front of me, I would go crazy.
I would probably build a spear and just
I would attack them. I would eat it.
Lord of the Fly style.
I would not be on the next episode. Like, oh, what happened to Jason? Well, he was voted out unanimously. The other team won the challenge. He said some things, took the pizza, stacked them on top of each other, ate 2 pieces at once, ate the whole thing, and it was like a food challenge to him, and then he left. So he's gone. That's it.
That's unfortunate for you. I also feel like, let's just hypothetically say you made it past the first night and the bugs and everything. I know how you are with outdoor activities.
I don't like
the first challenge that makes you run through the sand, swim, or like hold something for an extended period of time in the blazing hot sun. You're like, screw this. I'm going home.
You know me so well. Yeah. Like, hey, balance on this pole
one-legged in the sun over shark water while we slit your wrist and you have to feed, the sharks with your blood.
That sounds like a Survivor that would be on like Spike TV or something in like early 2000s. Spike TV's Survivor, and
it's like the emo version.
Everyone's in bikinis because that's Spike TV.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Not like the bikinis that are like built for jungle survival, like the bikinis that you saw in Baywatch. Not efficient.
For all you Gen Zers out there, look up Spike TV because you won't know what that is, and it was not. It was great.
They had the Man Show. The Man Show was wild.
Dude, what was the other show they had? It was like 1,000 Ways to Die or something like that.
Yep. And it was always stories of the dumbest ways people died. Like, man stuck fork in electrical socket.
What was the one? Like somebody like drinking beer like from their butthole, and they like got super drunk and they died.
I'm pretty sure people still do that.
Like, can you imagine?
College kids are. I think they, for real though. I'm pretty sure that college kids refer to that as boofing. BOOFING.
Boofing.
Yep. Maybe I'm okay. Also, elder millennial here. I might be using that phrase incorrectly, but I think that's what the kids are calling it these days.
I've heard of boofing. I'll have to Urban Dictionary that one later.
Yeah, let me know.
But like, can you imagine? Like, you're just at a bar. Like, so let's change perspective.
I've been at a bar. Yeah,
right. Let's change the perspective.
Okay,
you're in the bar. You're just having a nice time. Like, you're just having a drink, maybe like a little basket of hot wings or like lemon pepper wet wings.
Little lemmy pep.
Yeah, just like enjoying your time. And there's some
Sounds
dude
fantastical
over at the bar trying to like impress the chick bartender by like putting a beer in his butthole and drinking it from his butthole. Boofing, as apparently it's what it's called.
As the kids would call it.
Like, can you imagine? You're just like, oh, this used to be a family friendly establishment.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. He's just shotgunning a Frosty up his ass.
Can we call that frosting? Is that what...
How did we get on this subject?
Just right up.
Oh, wait, the Survivor butthole thing.
Backs
Wait,
their
what?
ass up to the machine and just like pulls the handle down. But you can only do that at a Wendy's. You can't do it at a McDonald's because it won't work.
Yeah, because their machine's always broken.
Wait, hold on. Weird off topic on that. Did you apparently McDonald's is like, there's like a lawsuit against McDonald's for the broken ice cream thing because somebody offered them a fix. Did you hear about this?
Yes, I've watched the video and I've read multiple articles. It's so wonderful.
I read like a half an article and all I needed to know was somebody was like, hey, this will fix your problem. And they're like,
So it's a little bit more complicated than that, but you are 100% right.
Well, I cliff notes it.
Yeah,
I don't care about details. This is 2022.
Well,
I just want to hear the headline.
Yeah. Let me give you the quick TLDR because it's yet another example of profits over people. Basically, a third-party company was able to program a device that you plugged into the machine, and it explained what the error code meant. Oh. So if X, Y, or Z is broken, it gives you error code 1, 2, 3 or whatever. The man plugs the thing in. It says code XYZ means it's too hot or too cold, right? Quick fix, done. And the part that you could buy from this guy was like $200. But McDonald's had a contract with a company who would come in to fix them, air quotes. And every time there was an error code, you had to call them. And it was like a $600 visit. So it was one of those things where like they were making money under the table by strictly limiting you to hiring that one company. And once they found out that dude had built that part, they like started suing the dude. It was insane.
Wow. That's something, man.
Yeah. I mean, that TLDR was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but I just got really excited on the topic because I actually knew about that.
You knew more about it than I did. I'm glad because that's enlightening. Because again, I cliff notes it. I can see the headline of the article.
Super quick,
and I see like the first like 2 sentences. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. And then I'm like, oh cool, back to scrolling, and that's it.
How did we get on the subject? So it was McDonald's, Wendy's, Frosty up the butt, boofing. We're at a bar talking about Survivor?
Spike TV.
Spike TV. Survivor challenge where you're bleeding over the sharks.
Because
outdoor activities.
Oh, outdoor activities.
And you wouldn't last 5 days on the show. Neither would I,
I'm glad
in my defense.
All of that to circle around to I couldn't do that.
Because I'm pretty sure that the first words out of your mouth were, we watched Survivor and I said I could do it. Bullshit.
You know me.
I'm not even trying to claim
well.
that I could. I'm just saying.
Dude, I
do not lie.
I know that I couldn't. First day, they'd be like, yeah, this Jason guy doesn't seem cut out. Let's vote him out of tribal council tonight.
I mean, the only thing that they would have kept you around for a short amount of time would be to reach bananas or whatever low-hanging fruit around the tree, because
Right.
you are, in fact, a giant.
Right.
Shout outs to Jason's parents for giving him great genetics.
Yeah, but I mean, like, great genetics.
Well, you did score high on the height chart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, bone density and structurally sound core, a little lacking.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. Not ideal.
It's all right. My weight slider is just up, so
Yeah.
speed down, weight up. But I'm aerodynamic.
When our parents were designing us the video game, they're like, okay, well, this one's going to be a little bit better weight, a little bit shorter, though. You know, I don't want to pay a lot when they're growing up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't buy them long pants. Those cost too much. Short pants for this one. Even shorts look like pants.
I want them to wear a 42-20.
Hey, I feel attacked. How are you just going to out me on the podcast?
42-20?
Yes. No, I'm sorry, 30.
What
30,
are you,
not
1 foot 30? Jesus.
1 foot 30. No, I'm sorry. It's a 42-30. Shout out to my
42-30.
thick thighs.
Yeah, do you know how hard it is to find a 38 or 40? A 40-36?
You just have to buy 2 pairs of pants and sew the legs together.
Yeah, I got a seamstress, just.
I see Taylor's sewing machine. Does she?
Oh yeah, I mean,
could she alter your pants for you?
She could. We could
I
just
don't
start
know, man.
building pants out of tarps.
Pants.
Pants.
That's a throwback joke that no one's going to understand. Except maybe my ex-girlfriend, if she decides to listen to this. I doubt she will, though.
Hope not.
Anyhow,
Not allowed.
I don't think you can
This
do that.
podcast isn't for everybody. It's for everybody but one person.
Hey.
You wronged me.
What if you and Taylor just made some sick pants that had awesome designs? Start selling some tall man pants with sick
So like
action figure heroes on them or something.
So like some dinosaurs in their pants. Or
Dude, I'd buy pants with dinosaurs on them.
some dinosaurs on the butt. It's got a brachiosaurus on the butt. Nope.
There's a joke there, but I can't quite find it yet. It's on my brachiosaur ass. Ha! That was so bad.
It reminds me of Community, where they talked about what was it, the STD dance or something?
What? I've seen the show and I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like an STD dance or something. I can't remember the context right now because I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head. But Troy's like, there's a joke there. And they keep talking and nope. Nobody's like, nope, don't eat the crab dip. Yay.
That show had very brief shining moments regardless of what you say.
Dude, a movie's happening too.
I believe when I see it.
Dan Harmon confirmed that the outline of the script is done and they're in negotiations. So it's happening.
Maybe.
It's actually happening and it's going to be phenomenal.
I think your boy Danny Glover is going to make bank, but it's not going to be good.
What's Danny Glover going to do?
I'm sorry, Donald.
Oh yeah, Donald's going to be good.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
mean,
Isn't that like his uncle? Or is that his dad?
I don't even know if they're actually related.
Well, now I just feel like an asshole.
That's a very specific last name. I don't know.
This is true. But Donald Glover,
Donald
Sir Gambino, is going to cash in. The movie's
Senor
gonna suck.
Gambino.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Me llamo T-Bone. Discoteca, Monica. Oh, no. You're not going to drop a beatbox? Wow, never mind.
I honestly don't remember the whole thing other than biblioteca.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry.
The best part was it season 2, where they had Betty White as the anthropology teacher.
I'm telling you, I did not pay attention
So they
to the
started
show.
doing the Spanish 101 rap at the end, and then they start singing Africa by Toto.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good.
Why don't I remember
I have
that?
to show you this. After we're done with this, I have to show you this. It's so good. But anyway, so I had another topic. We're going to quickly move to another topic because I had.
Oh, we're still on the YouTube rabbit hole. Dang, that was a long one that we were on.
That was
a
great.
Good one.
That was good. So, to bring another good topic, just to show you that I put effort into my topics.
I never doubted you, baby.
Thanks, baby girl. Anyway, my next topic, because I feel like people need to hear this one, right? Because there's been TV shows about this. There's been so much about this, right? Working retail.
Yeah.
Worst customer experience from a worker's perspective. What's the worst customer experience you've had, like helping, like ringing somebody out, or like an interaction with somebody? I have an experience that I think would be up on the scale for you, like one that I was there that happened to you. I feel like that was a good one. I don't know if there was anything that was like that tops that.
Are you referring to the time that man told me he was going to shoot me?
Yes. Can you please tell that? Because that's like, I have to give it to you. When that man said that, I had like internal rage. You quickly were just like,
we don't need to do that.
You're like, we're not going to do that. That's disrespectful. And you continued. I'm like, my man over here just cool, calm, and collected. Cool as a cucumber. And I'm over here like, I'm going to punch this guy in the mouth.
Hey man, sometimes you're just ready to go, and if step up.
Like I did, like apparently we could have told that guy like, you need to get out of the store right now. But I did in the moment. I was like, I'm gonna punch him in the mouth, and you're over there like, sir, we're not gonna do that. And by the end, he was like, I wasn't being serious about the shooting, and he stopped saying shooting.
All you have to do is just kill him with kindness, man. Yeah, I mean, so okay, I'll tell the story, and then I think I don't have one that tops it, but I just have a really odd one. Anyhow, so guy comes up to the counter, wants to do a return. It's out of policy. I explain the whole thing. Sorry, dude, unfortunately we can't do that. I'm sorry, yada, yada. And yeah, he was like, you know what? I should come back here with a gun and shoot you. And instead of panicking and, trying to be customers, right, and give him everything he wanted, I really just, like Jason said, calmly looked him in his eyes and go, we're not going to do that. So here's what we can do. And
it was graceful.
I was internally shitting a brick because, this dude might maybe is crazy enough to actually want to do this, but nah. Let me just stare this man down. It did feel a little liberating to
That was your situation. You owned it.
Handled it.
Probably
100%. Could never do it again in my life. I would probably sweat bullets, and just be like, please don't.
Were you just being brave for me? Because I'm standing right next to you.
You know what? Hey, man, sometimes I just get an energy from you, and I just have to...
Just empowered you to be your best self.
To be human?
Stop it. Core values.
Have fun while being the best. Damn it. There was that time that the lady shit at the bank, and I had to clean up her poop. So that one sucked. Elderly lady, unfortunately, had an accident at the bank and just literally shit on the floor. It fell through her pant leg, and it just.
Did she just leave after that?
Oh well, yeah, she did the little silver sneaker shuffle, where they can't pick their feet up and they just go out the door, leaving behind. Yeah, the silver sneaker shuffle.
Never heard that. That's good.
That's the non-exciting version of the mall walker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the mall walkers, well, they would just run you over.
Oh yeah,
if you're in their way. Get in their way. Yeah, the silver sneaker shuffle.
Yeah.
Is the old grandma and grandpas who can't lift their feet up, so they just across the floor.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, she shit all over the floor, and I had to go clean it up. Kind of sucked. Shout out to Hannah if you listen to this. She helped me.
I feel like there should have been some kind of protocol, because like at Best Buy it was oh, there's blood on the floor. You're not allowed to touch that.
Managers only.
Managers have to
hazmat. Yeah,
getting AIDS or something.
Honestly, they got paid more, so that's fine.
Yeah, that was literally above our pay grade.
Oh yeah, I'm out here trying to act my wage, and I'm just I'm not cleaning up
blood
shit.
Everywhere. No, it's not for me, man.
No,
you want to activate a new phone? I got you.
Yeah, I was hired to sell credit cards. I wasn't hired to clean up shit.
You weren't hired for customer service. You were hired to sell credit cards. You're not wrong. I know what you're going to say.
Damn it.
I'm here
We out here out in Best Buy.
I'm here to sell credit cards and total ticks.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Moving on, what is your worst customer service story?
My worst customer service story.
Or the one that made you think of this topic? Or was it my gun story?
It was their gun story. Because I just knew, like, that's something, man. Like, some people who, like, don't work retail or are always on the other side of it, like, they don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
But, like, someone coming into your work and acting that way, like, that's something. I mean, like, I worked in the mobile department, for anyone who doesn't know, which is all of you, or maybe like 6 people who do. But in the mobile department, like, it was usually pretty good. Like, the people were generally pretty nice. There was a lot of times where, like, you know, emotions got to the best of people. Like, their phone is destroyed, or like their bill is super high, and it's like, yeah, well, we don't deal with it, so go somewhere else. Go to the carrier.
Fortunately, that's the carrier's problem. Bye.
But, like, I never really had any, like, terrible situations. Just kind of like one-off, not great customers. I mean, like, when I worked at Sweetwater, there was a lot of customers, like, when you call them, and it's like picture this. And it's like any job, it's going to happen. So, like, you get in the morning, you got your Red Bull, your coffee, or whatever you want to get you going in the morning, make your day great, right? You sit down, first call of the day. Hey, it's Jason at Sweetwater. How you doing today? And they're like, fuck you. And they hang up. And it's like, my guy, it is 7 a.m.
Yeah, you're getting very angry for no reason.
Well, maybe not 7. It's 9 a.m. I don't call you at 7. I'm still in bed. 9 a.m. and you're just like, what? Or, like, for example, also, Mom, sorry for swearing. For example, when I worked at GE Capital, or what is now Synchrony Bank, you know, retail credit cards, there was so many times where, like, because I heard people handle these conversations this way. So I was like, oh, I get to do this? Perfect. Where it's like, you call somebody because you're collecting a debt, right? Mm-hmm. Like, their JCPenney card is very much in collection.
Not a good job.
Yeah. So the turnover rate there, by the way, is like 2 weeks. Like, you got out of training, you're there for 2 weeks, and you're like, nope, back to McDonald's. But
it's like another company we worked for. What?
Still there. But so I would call people on Sunday, right? And they're like, this is the Lord's Day. You can't call me today. You can't. Don't you call me trying to collect. And it's like, well, if you can go to the store and spend money on the Lord's Day, you can pay your bill. And I got to say that to people. And they're like, of course they didn't like it. My manager's like, yeah, that was a good line, man. Good slow clap. Great job.
That sounds pretty aggressive customer. Well, I guess you are collecting debts, but still, though, I couldn't imagine. I could not talk to people like that.
Well, and then, like, there's people who are like, yeah, I didn't even know that it was past due. It's like,
you didn't get the last 3 letters saying, like, past due, going to collections?
We've been sending you letters for 2.5 years.
We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah. Well, so, like, insider information, at least back then, it was, 2013 that I worked there?
Yeah, you're past your statutes of limitations.
Yeah, so, like, there was, for JCPenney, there was, like, some insurance. I can't remember what, there was some insurance that you could get when you signed up for the card, right? People would pay off their bill, but they had this monthly charge going through for insurance.
So sneaky.
Yeah, and it would literally continue to rack up, and these people were like, I don't owe a bill. And it's because this is on there. So, like, I would call people who were like 2 years in to this $8 a month plus interest for 2 years. It's like, well, you owe, $400. They're like, I don't owe you anything.
That's super smarmy. Like,
it's super shady. I hate it. It was not ideal. I always tried to help people, like, hey, call this number and you can get this removed, kind of thing. But yeah, I haven't really had too many, like, awful customer situations.
Ooh, I had one this week, actually.
Oh, let's hear it.
I can't use the words that this man called me, but he called me an effing homophobic slur. Oh. And I was like, you have a nice day, sir. Goodbye. And I walked away from him and made my coworker check them out. Or not check them out. Do banking transaction.
Yeah.
And So I told my boss, and they went to their boss, and we almost closed this dude's account. Yeah, and then his wife called the bank today to apologize to me, and I was like, I don't want your apology. I just want you to not be a piece of shit human being and call people those kinds of words. All because, like, I'm just doing my job. Like, it was just like, get out of my face. And then she was like, yeah, he's going to come down and apologize to you. And I was like, I don't want to apologize to you. Like, I will acknowledge that you're saying words of apologetic manner, but I'm not going to say, like, I forgive you. Because, no, that's just so ignorant. So crazy. So, yeah, that happened to me, like, 2 days ago.
Dang. I haven't really had any awful experiences where I currently work. We'll leave that.
Yep.
Leave that as it is. I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of it, but there's good there. There's definitely some good there, and that's what I'm supporting and that's what I'm pushing. So it's fine. It's great. But I do actually. I have one more topic. We'll do one more topic in this podcast. Okay.
I like the 3B, the little 3P topic,
because then we can spread this out. People can skip along, whatever. So this one, this one was brought on because there's been a lot of things happening in the TV show world lately. Mm-hmm. So TV shows that got canceled too soon, or that just like surprise didn't get another season.
You watch so much more TV than I do, so yeah. I don't have an answer to your question.
Dang. Okay.
Mostly because the shows that I watch are like shows that have ended. For example, Game of Thrones, Big Bang Theory, Scrubs. Right. I've seen all those. How I Met Your Mother. I've seen them all because they are no longer on, and I can sit down and start and finish them. Which is why I'm actually probably not going to enjoy this current season of the new Game of Thrones show, because I just get bored waiting a week for it.
That's fair. But so, picture this then.
Yes.
Live this pain the way I had to. So I found this show. And there's so many times that this has happened, and it's really unfortunate. But there's one that really stands out, and I'm never going to forget it. Like, I'm going to be hopefully 90, maybe realistically 80 something. And I'm going to remember
62.
this, and I'm going to be sad.
Also, again, sad. Yes.
Sad boy. So
for the rest of your life.
There was a show called Alphas. Did you ever hear of the show?
Nope.
So it was like a superhero show before superhero shows, like really popularized the way they are now.
So like pre Iron Man, like one, or like
probably
pre-Flash, pre-Arrow.
Yeah, pre like CW. Like I think I saw this show. It was probably like 2013, 2012, and it had been off for a few years prior. This was on Netflix when I watched it. But I watched this, okay, and then first season, great. Second season, great. Picture this. You're invested.
Picture it.
You're invested. Okay? The characters, the story, it's everything you want. Because like for me, I love superhero stuff. You know, like I don't even if it's like bad, I'm probably still gonna watch it.
Zack Snyder's Justice League cut.
Oh my God, get out of my house right now. Get out. Anyway, restore the Snyderverse. There was this thing that happened in the season finale. This like big like event, like it built up to this the whole season from the season finale of season 1. It built up to this whole big thing on season 2. And at the end, they're in like this train station. This thing happens, right?
Main character got hit by a train.
No.
Oh.
So everybody like
died.
I can't remember like all details. Everyone's like laying on the ground.
They're dead.
Like we don't know. Something happened. But one of these alphas used like an ability, and everyone was like either passed out or unconscious or dead. Who knows? They're all just laying there, except one person gets up and is just like, hello?
Mr. Stark, I don't feel good.
Yeah, like hello, like what happened? And it just cuts, and that's it.
Yikes.
You don't know what happened. You don't know if half or 3/4 of the people you are emotionally invested in this series are dead. And then you're like, oh my God, let's start season 3, next episode. And it's like, you may also like, and I'm like,
Oh,
What do you
no.
mean there's not a third season on here? Like, surely there's going to be a third season. So, like, I get on my phone, go to Google, Alphas season 3, and it's like, Alphas was canceled. And I'm like,
Dang. That did sound like a pretty cool ending, though.
it was such a good one, and it was like a great cliffhanger. But, like, that's happened so many times. Are you going to get further away from the desk?
I mean, I
You
could.
could literally move your chair forward. For anybody, because you can't see this right now because the camera overheated. Jim has fully extended this podcast boom arm so he can lay back and stretch his legs out.
Hey, man, I'm comfy.
Like,
Leave me alone.
stretching
I
all-
got my shoes
all
off.
3.5 feet, and like you're.
I got my shoes off. I'm comfortable. Shut up.
Also, I'm sorry. There's been like 3 short jokes in like a day.
It's okay.
I'm very.
You know what you
sorry.
haven't made a joke about, though?
What?
My head. And I'm
Because
okay with
Because
that.
I support it.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't support me being short? By that logic, get fucked.
But no, I mean, you could have grew a little harder or something. But you know,
Just squeezed a little more when I was growing up.
if you would have just believed a little bit more, like I think I can grow, and just lay
I
in
should have
bed,
just reached higher
lay
when I
in
was
bed at
reaching
night.
for things.
Yeah, put your arms all the way above your head, just like
I would have just been,
believe in-
5'7"
think tall thoughts.
instead of 5'6.10.
Oh man, I think I was 5'6" in
The third grade.
sixth grade maybe.
Yeah, so same thing. I mean, like, 6th grade is what? 11 years old?
Yeah,
Dude, I was... Shout out to 6th grade when 9/11 happened.
oh god.
Well, you're a year ahead of me, right? So you would have been in 7th grade.
Yeah, let's not get into that rabbit hole.
Of how old we are?
Yeah. I mean,
6th grade when 9/11 happened?
yeah, 7th grade me compared to 33-year-old
You?
6'6", 275 me. Yeah, I'm a very different person.
I mean, I feel like you're the same height. Like,
I mean-
so obviously your mom has you, you are a baby, and then like probably within like you ever watch a dog grow up, like those time lapse videos of puppies?
Oh, yeah.
That's you. Like, this is Jason 1 month old, and you're like 1.5 foot, and this is Jason 6 months old, and you're like 4 feet, and you're like piggybacking on your mom at like less than 1 year old.
This
And then
is
it's like,
Jason
this
at-
is Jason at 1, and you're like 5'9".
Jason at 6 driving a car, like loading.
And
up
this
a
is
trailer
Jason at
and-
5 years old with a beard.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's very fair.
It'd be a great life to live, though, if you were like if you were just like super like high, like overly proportionate for like your age, but like not in like I have a muscular disorder and I will
Oh,
die
right.
in 6 months. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you were just like jacked at like, you ever see those football player kids that are like 14 and they look like they're 37? You're like, this kid could kill me.
Oh yeah, they're massive. They have a mustache.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. But okay, so speaking, I'm gonna branch one more in. Okay,
I'm in.
because
I'm
we're
here
talking
for
about
it.
age right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go one more in. So I always thought it was weird. I was never into it, but like vinyl records, right? It's crazy that in 2022 you can go into a store and buy a record, but you can't buy
You
CDs.
can't buy a CD. Yep.
I'm like, when we were at Best Buy, there were so many times people would come in and they're like, do you have CDs? I'm like, we haven't had CDs for like, I don't know, 5 years.
Yeah.
And-
Dude, they
and-
did
and,
away
like,
with
there's-
CDs
there's-
when I
there's
worked
a-
at Best Buy the first time. That was 2015. Well, no. I think it was a year after I quit the first time. They did away with CDs.
2016. So yeah, like 5-6 years. So like, it's crazy. Like I was like, oh, no, we don't have CDs anymore, but we have a section of vinyls in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's so wild. And like, I was never really into it. I bought like 1 or 2 as like a collection kind of thing. Never opened them. But then my wife bought me a record player for it was my birthday, and it was a phenomenal gift. And now I have look back there.
14 records.
Yeah, I have a pretty. I wouldn't say it's a decent sized collection, but for me, somebody who like never cared and like doesn't actively look for like, I buy like the special editions of like certain albums.
The ones that look cool.
Yeah, but like, I have a few now, and like I never thought that would be me because like, I thought it was just kind of like pointless. Like,
So think about it.
there's streaming services everywhere. I can get it all for a 1 monthly cost.
Fair. Shout out to Spotify Premium. Get out of here with your bullshit Apple Music.
Don't let Jim fool you. He doesn't use Spotify. He uses YouTube Music.
No, I do not. I have YouTube Premium. I have YouTube Premium. I do not.
Which he gets YouTube Music from.
But
Don't
I do
let him
not
try
use
to
the
lie
app.
to you.
I do not use the app. Spotify all day, baby. Anyhow,
The hair might be gone, but he's still a ginger. You can't trust that.
that's fair. Yeah, Spotify don't have no soul like me. Anyhow, records. I know that one of your favorite movies is also Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
So what albums are you gonna chuck when when you need to throw one at? Here we go. Final question for the night. What album are you willing to chuck at a zombie in the inevitable moment in the future when Shaun of the Dead was actually a documentary and not a comedy? Because of all the coronavirus shots have changed us all into zombies.
Oh my god. All right.
So what album are you chucking?
Honestly, I already have the perfect answer for it.
Ooh, yes.
It's a record that I have two of.
Ooh,
and it happens
that's fair.
to be Z2 by the Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, that's right.
Zombie EP 2.
Didn't you get like 2 colorways of it?
Yeah, I got two variants. So like I'm throwing a zombie EP at a zombie.
Full circle. We love it.
I mean, it is a smaller one. So, I mean, it might not take them out, but
It might get stuck in there and be really rad.
yeah.
That'd be like the cool
picture.
ending. Yeah, like the ending of your favorite movie, just like with the song playing, it's just like chink, and then that's the end.
And the title of the song and the record is like in shot, and then the song starts playing.
And a little bit
cuts
of blood.
to black. Oh my god, we should write a movie.
Dude, that's such a great idea. I'm totally down for it because I've actually thought about that too.
All right, well,
That's a topic for another
on the
day.
next podcast. Jim and Jason write a movie.
Write a movie script on a podcast, dude.
Are we gonna like compile ideas from the podcast, write a movie, and then film it?
Oh, so you've also seen Midnight Gospel?
No.
Watch Midnight Gospel. Good night, folks.